Hey, playa, do you ever find yourself in awkward situations, not really knowing how to handle it or what to do, and you want to change that? You want to be able to embrace those situations without feeling awkward? Don't worry. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what you can do to embrace the awkward, to take control of it, and to take control of your own life.
This is the Just Beats, you're watching the Just Beat.
For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So, if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click on the notification bell. Now, you might be thinking, what is it about me? What holds me back from just embracing those situations? Why am I always so awkward and nervous whenever I'm talking to people or saying something that's on my mind? A big reason for that is because a lot of people doubt themselves. They don't believe they have what it takes to share something in a conversation, to talk to someone and to be heard, to feel listened to. So sometimes it's just easier to keep your mouth shut, to stay far in the back, and to hope and want things to happen your way without actually doing anything about them. I want to get your actual opinion here, so I'm going to put a poll up on the screen. Whenever you watch one of my videos or another advice video, how often do you take that advice and start applying it into your life versus just kind of walking away and not really doing anything about it? Vote in the poll, that way I can know where you guys stand when it comes to actually taking action steps. A principle I talk a lot about, which I go into more detail on in my book Embracing the Awkward, is that believing that we can do anything prevents us from creating limitations that aren't there to begin with. A lot of times when we think that we're not good enough or smart enough or funny enough to do something, we're creating those limitations and they aren't actually there. Other people aren't setting them for us, our own mind is putting them in place. So how do you start fighting against all those awkward feelings and thoughts and situations you run into? How do you kind of approach things from a cool, calm, and confident perspective? Well, I think a big part of it is recognizing that who you are and what you have to say matters. You bring something important to the table, but you're not going to come to that revelation until you start to recognize that you're such an important piece in this world. And that was something I had to learn for myself as well. When I was in middle school and high school and even in college, I was nervous and shy and awkward. Whenever I was in a situation with people I didn't know, I would retreat to the back, kind of keep to myself and stew in my own negative thoughts, thinking these people didn't like me, they thought I was weird, this just wasn't working out for me. I was just an awkward person in an awkward situation. But it wasn't until that moment in college where I was sitting in my dorm that I had my big revelation. I go into more detail in the book, so if you do want to hear that story and know how I got there, check out the book. But basically what I learned from that experience was this, that I was a part of humanity, part of the world, and I realized that what I had to say and my contributions to it mattered as well. And I know you might be thinking, how does this help me get over my awkwardness? I just want to be able to talk to a girl whenever I see them. But trust me, there's a bigger picture here that you need to look at the context of. All week long I'm going to be making videos kind of talking about embracing the awkward, so you're definitely going to want to check out the videos as the week goes on. But basically the first initial step is to recognize that you have something valuable to say. You can make contributions to other conversations, to talking to people, to places that you go. Your voice matters. And until you can recognize that, you're always going to feel awkward because you're always going to feel left out. You're always going to feel like you're not good enough, like what you have to say isn't important. And the truth is, it is. And look, it doesn't matter if you're 12 years old or 20 years old or 40 years old. The point is, life is a journey and no one has the map for it. So every awkward situation you run into, every time you want to figure out what to do, learn from it. Grow from that experience. See what you can do differently the next time around, and use it as an opportunity to reflect on yourself, to ask yourself, am I being kind here? Am I being kind to myself? Am I doing all that I can to really just put myself out there? If the answer is no, then that's always something you can work on. But the point is that your awkwardness doesn't have to define you, and that's something I want to drill home here. But now I want to know, what do you think? Do you feel like your awkwardness is the thing that holds you back from developing deeper connections with other people and even with yourself? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. Now remember guys, the learning doesn't end there. If you want to hear the full story of my revelation and how I kind of came to the sense of being, check out my book Embracing the Awkward. It's a guide for teens to succeed at school, life, and relationships. I share my stories in there and my advice, so definitely check it out. The link will be up there on the screen. You can also tap on the playlist to watch other videos, part of this Embracing the Awkward series that I'm putting together, so you can learn why this book is so crucial in helping you be your best self. And I know guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. As always, love and peace.